a quiet Yoruba village beside a big forest, lived a kind woman named Ero. Ero was not a queen or a priestess. She did not know how to fight. But she was wise. And her heart was strong. Every season, something terrible happened in the village. From the dark forest came a fearsome creature. It was part beast, part spirit. Its eyes glowed red like fire, and its roar sounded like thunder. The villagers called it Ajantiele. Each time it came, it demanded something horrible, a human life. The people lived in fear. Mothers held their children close. Fathers wept in silence. Everyone waited to see who would be taken next. But Ero had seen enough. One night, she stood before the elders and said, "We cannot keep living in fear. I will stop Ajantiele." The villagers gasped. "You are not a warrior," they said. "I don't need to fight," she replied. "I will outsmart it." So, Ero began her plan. First, she made a great feast. She cooked pounded yam, egusi soup, fried plantains, and roasted meat, the best food in the village. Then, with help from the blacksmith and carpenters, she built a giant cage. It was strong, made of thick wood and metal. Ero placed the food at the edge of the forest. Then she hid and waited. Soon, Ajantiele appeared. Its eyes glowed. Its mouth dripped with hunger. It rushed toward the food and began to eat. And then, bam, Ero and the villagers pulled the ropes. The cage dropped. They had caught it. But the creature was strong. It roared and shook the cage with all its might. The wood creaked. The metal bent. The villagers grew scared. It will break free. But Ero did not run. She stood still. She remembered what her grandmother once told her. The forest does not want blood. It wants respect. Ero knew the creature was not just hungry. It was the spirit of the forest, angry because people had stopped honoring it. She made a choice. She opened the cage door and walked inside. Everyone shouted, "No, Ero." But she was calm. She stood before the beast and said, "If someone must be given, let it be me. But hear me, our people are sorry. We will respect the forest again." The creature stopped moving. It stared at Ero. It had never seen such courage. She had no weapon. She had no magic. Only truth in her voice and love in her heart. Ajantiele stepped back. The smoke around it faded. Its anger melted away. Then, it disappeared, back into the forest. Ero walked out of the cage, alive. The villagers ran to her, cheering. They lifted her high and called her a hero. From that day on, the village and the forest lived in peace. No more sacrifices. No more fear. And Ero. She became a legend. The woman who saved her people, not with power, but with wisdom, kindness, and the courage to do what was right. Moral of the story. True strength is not in fighting, but in wisdom, love, and the courage to stand up for